everyone, I'm Krista Seiden, a product evangelist here at Amplitude. And in this video, we are going to look at how to set up Amplitude Analytics via the Google Tag Manager tag template. So if you've ever used Google Tag Manager before, you'll know that it's a great tool to be able to set up tags, triggers, and variables to help you quickly get things implemented on your website. And so I think it's a great tool to go ahead and quickly set up Amplitude for your business. So let's go ahead and dig in. We're going to look at a demo of me actually setting up Amplitude Analytics using Google Tag Manager. So here we are in my Google Tag Manager account. This is for my personal blog, kristaseiden.com. And we are going to go ahead and choose New Tag. Now we get to this blank tag screen, and we actually have to go ahead and find our Amplitude browser SDK tag. So we're going to click into Tag Configuration. And we can look through a big list of things that are either featured. These are all Google tags, of course. Custom, I actually have the Amplitude Analytics Browser SDK here because I've already imported it from the library. There's a lot more tag types down below. But for the Amplitude tag, if you've never implemented this before, you'll need to go ahead and click up in this upper side on the call to action that says, discover more tag types in the community tag template gallery. So when you're in here, you'll see all of these different tag templates that are managed by the community. And you can either scroll through to find the Amplitude one, or you can just go ahead and in the search bar, type in Amplitude. You'll see that we actually have two. Go ahead and ignore the legacy one. We want to use the Amplitude Analytics Browser SDK. So you go ahead and click that to add it. You can choose Template. This will then go ahead and put it in your list of tag templates available for you to use. So I've already done that, so I don't need to do that this time, but that is the step you'll go through. So I'm going to go ahead and X out of there, and I'm just going to scroll and choose my Amplitude Analytics Browser SDK tag type. Now, the next thing that we need to look at here is our tag type within this tag. So we have it set automatically to initialize the init tag. But if you click in there, you will see that there are several different tag types that you can choose from. Now, initialize in Amplitude is basically like your GA4 config tag. This will load the library, set the project and key settings, and decide what gets auto-captured. Track event is similar to what a GA4 event tag would be, and that's really to set up individual custom tagged events. Identity is the next one, and this one is how you're going to set up user properties. So this is a little different than GA4. In GA4, you would set up your user parameters on the config tag. In Amplitude, you actually will set up another version of this tag specifically for the tag type of identity to be able to set your user properties. Amplitude also has many different things here, such as groups, revenue, and flush or reset controls, which aren't really first class in GA4. These are additional things that you can do with this tag type in GTM. But here, we're initially going to choose this initialize tag because first we need to set our tag up. So next, you're going to go ahead and enter your Amplitude API key. Now, you'll find this in the settings section of the data area within Amplitude, and you can either go ahead and copy paste that API key in here, or if you have used GTM before, you're familiar with a variable that would be a constant variable. It's always a best practice in GTM to go ahead and set your API key for Amplitude, or with GA4, your measurement ID as a constant string variable. That way you're not copying, pasting that ID and maybe mispasting it from time to time. So I've already set this up, and I'm just going to choose my Amplitude API key variable. And then scrolling down, we'll have our initialize options. So here you can see that we can do auto capture events. Now, auto capture in Amplitude is similar to GA4 in that GA4 will do some auto capture. However, GA4 is mostly managed within the UI of GA4, and with Amplitude, it's actually managed here within the tag settings. So we'll want to do things like track page views, track sessions, track form interactions, track file downloads. We can also track element interactions or frustration interactions or network errors. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to track frustration interactions. These would be things like rage clicks or dead clicks. And then going down, we can also track web vitals. So these would be like Google Core Web Vital metrics and page URL enrichment. And if you are in the EU and you want to have EU data residency, you would go ahead and check this box. If you have a user ID, you can set it here. And then you can also choose to track things like session replay by enabling the session replay plugin with a click here and enabling guides and surveys plugin. Now, there is a little bit of additional setup within the Amplitude UI to go ahead and start tracking session replay and guides and surveys, but you will need to check these boxes here in the tag to be able to track it. There are some advanced settings, if you would like, around tag firing priority and tag sequencing. These are important if you have multiple tags firing on the page and you want to make sure that one or another has priority. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and set our trigger. Now, because this is my initialization tag, and I want to fire this all over my website, I'm going to go ahead and choose my built-in Google Tag Manager trigger for all pages. Or if I have a separate all pages tag that I've added because I have things like consent, I can use one of those too. Now, the only thing that we need to do here is go ahead and save our untitled tag. And we want to give it a very clear name. Now, you may have your own setup for your GTM naming structure. Typically, I like to go something like the name of the platform, so Amplitude, and then what the tag type is. So in this case, it's the initialization tag. And then we would go ahead and save that. Now, as you know, you would then want to preview it and submit it so that this tag is then live on your site. But that is how easy it is to go ahead and set up that initialization tag, which again would be consistent with the GA4 config tag. But we're not done there. We do have auto capture events turned on in this instance, but I also have some events that I am tracking specifically in GA4 currently that I would like to track explicitly in Amplitude. So if we open up my blog, I just wanted to give you a quick sense of what this is. So again, it's just a blog, but on every individual blog post, there's a little overview, and then there's this read more button. And in some cases, I think I've called this continue reading. If you click that, it takes you to the full article of the blog. Now, that's background information, but it's going to be important for the tag that we're about to set up. Okay, so back over in Google Tag Manager, I want to go ahead and quickly reference some of the tags that I have set up for GA4, because essentially, I just want to copy those over to Amplitude. So if I scroll down here and I look for my GA4 tags, I can see I have that config tag, and I have this tag called GA4 event continue reading. And if I click in there, you'll see I have a measurement ID, and then I have my event name. In this case, I've called it select content. That's a standard naming for GA4. But more importantly, I have these event parameters here, which would be the same as our event properties within Amplitude. So I have button title, article tag, article date, link URL. These are all things that I have deemed important to be able to track on this continue reading event. So I want to set up those same parameters or the same properties within my Amplitude event. So now that we've referenced this, let's go ahead and go back over and create a new tag specifically for setting up this continue reading event. So again, I'm going to go ahead and choose my tag type or my tag configuration. And in this case, I already have the analytics browser SDK for Amplitude added from the gallery. So I'll click that. And this time for our tag type, we are going to change this to track event. Now, if I click in there, I'm now setting up an event to track. The first thing we need to do is fill in the event type. Now, this is actually the event name, and I'm going to call this continue reading. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my properties. Now, remember, I had a handful of event parameters set up on the GA4 tag, and I want to set those same parameters up here or same properties up here for my Amplitude event tag. So I am going to click into the property name and I'm going to start adding these in. So I think the first one I had was button_title. And the property value for that in this case was actually the click text, which I can use a variable to find and just add. And I'm going to continue adding the properties that I had. So the next one was article title. And for this, I had a saved variable. And this was JS article title for click. So these are things that I had previously set up. And because they're previously set up and I know they work with my blog, I want to be able to reuse those here in Amplitude. Continuing on, I had my article tag. And again, I'll just add the variable that I have created ahead of time for that. Then I had my article date. And finally, I had my link URL. And this one was just the click URL, which is a built-in variable. I've now set this event up essentially the exact same as I had this event set up in GA4. And it was super easy because I already had all of these built-in variables within Google Tag Manager. Essentially, it was just a copy paste from one system to another system, which I love because I can reuse it all and be sure that I'm tracking the same things from system to system. Of course, there's a few more settings here that we can go through. And then I want to add my trigger. And in this case, I have a trigger on this button on my blog. It is the event more tag click. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that trigger. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give this tag a name. And again, you may have your own naming conventions. I like to name this with the name of the platform. So Amplitude, in this case, it's an event, and it's going to be my continue reading event. And I will go ahead and save it. And now that we have a couple of tags created, we'll preview it. We'll make sure that they're working as intended. And then we'll go ahead and submit them and launch those tags on our website. So as you can see, using Google Tag Manager, if you're familiar with it, if you've already set up GA4 or another system with it, can be a very quick way to go ahead and set up Amplitude, reusing a lot of the work that you've already done, helping you to get to value faster. So if you're using Google Tag Manager, I definitely encourage you giving this a look.